Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. What a race I have for you today. My second win ever on Zwift, but actually how I got the win is quite cool and I'm super pleased with this one. So we've got the VirtuSlo race at the 2022 Bambino Fondo course in Watopia, 53 kilometers, it's 199 meters of elevation gains. This is quite a long race and I've been trying to do these sort of longer races. I really enjoy them of a weekend. Now this race uses different categories than you may have seen me race before. It uses the ZwiftRacing app, which I believe categorizes using results rather than just power output. So based on my ZwiftRacing app category, I'm a Gold Cat 1, but my rating is 1,323, putting me in category D for this race. Now I actually researched this race before, and I had some really good tactics planned, so I thought. I wanted to try and break away because there is the Volcano climb at the end of this race, and I'm sort of thresholding effort at best. So my plan was to go into Fondo flats and gradually ease away, but didn't turn out that way, but still a very fun race, and obviously I'm, over the moon with the final result. So here we go, early on in the race we've got a breakaway attempt which I quickly shut down, which kind of was a little bit of a mistake. I know I shouldn't be doing all the work to bring that back, and it was way too early for a break to go, I thought, but good work for attempting that early on. We've got another attempt here. As I say, we're sort of 6 minutes in and someone else has tried to break away. I'm not closing it this time. I'm quite happy to just let others chase it down, which is okay because we've got an hour and 20 minutes I'm thinking to come in this race, so actually it's a little bit too early to go. It's interesting with this early climb as well. I was kind of just feeling out who are the other strong riders. So there was someone called J Felix as well, and there's a Polish lady called Gosia there. She was very, very strong in this race and actually an ex-pro, which was like, it's amazing who you bump into on Zwift sometimes, just in these sort of races. So yeah, everything gets brought back together here and we're all sort of in the main pack. Someone else is about to attempt a little breakaway again, and once again I'm just happy to let it go at this point. Because I know that we've got a little bit of an incline coming up. Just happy to sit in the pack here and just let others do the work at this point, because I am saving my energy for when I potentially think I'm going to break away. But yeah, there is a little gap now out front, which I'm not super worried about. It's just one person, and I'm like, well, I should potentially be able to catch them on this incline if I just do what I know I can. I knew it was going to be about a 2-minute effort. And I'm actually kind of pulling away from the people behind, but not really gaining on the person that's in first place. So yeah, I'm kind of at my limit here. I don't really want to push any harder because once again, I'm thinking about how long we've got left in this race. We're only 18 minutes or so in. And as we crest here, I'm kind of, 9 or 10 seconds. Now this lady says, ask if I'm an ex-pro. She says she's an ex-pro like me, just looking at my picture. Unfortunately for her, I'm definitely not anywhere near a pro, but she, as I said before, was an ex-pro. So here I managed to catch her up on the decline, and we're going into Fondo flats, but actually what we've managed to do is gain a 25-second advantage at this point, which is, I didn't really want to go this early. Half an hour in, I was going to do or try and attack on the sort of second part of this bit. And there's sort of, Gosia says, keep 4.4. I don't know if that's kilometers an hour or watts, but I'm pretty done. And then she calls me an old man. So that was cool. I think it probably was all in jest, which, that's fine. I'm not that old. I'm 40. So, but yeah, I managed to catch her up in the end, she slows down for me, which was great. But yeah, I'm happy to pull. I want to keep this gap as high as possible, and I do put in my fair share here. You can see at the bottom of the screen there's quite a lot of yellow, not so much blue, not so much sitting in, and I don't mind going on the front because my watts are higher than the two that I'm with. So the other person is actually not in our category at all, which was kind of a little bit off-putting, to be honest with you, because they did sit in a lot. I guess it's just the way it is. It's, you know, absolutely fine in a way. So yeah, there were a couple of surges where it just sort of goes up through this part of the course. But yeah, not super interesting, but we were just doing our best to try and keep them away. Now, at this point, it did get a little bit closer. Jay Felix behind was putting in a massive effort and managed to close like 10 seconds on us. So I was a little bit worried. And as you can tell by my heart rate, at like 173, I know we're putting in a bit of effort here, but it was round about the 166 mark, which is kind of, I mean, it's not maximum for me, but it's higher than I would normally like. It basically just told me that I was putting in quite a bit of effort. So we're coming through now to the sort of final closing sort of stages of this race, and we're still about 1 minute and 5 seconds behind. I'm a bit worried about the Volcano though, because I'm not sure what the others have got behind left in the tank. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get dropped by Gosha on this last climb here. And I'm kind of okay with that, because I'm not sure, I wasn't sure if she was really meant to be in this category at all. She seemed really, really strong, much stronger than I actually was. And yeah, just coming here to the bottom of the Volcano, off she goes. And I am just going to try and hold my sort of FTP if I can, which if I manage to do it, I'll be really super, super happy with, because I'm absolutely knackered. I'm so tired. This race was so attritional, and I really did not want others behind to catch. But luckily, I mean, they're 122 behind at this point, so we've got not long to go here. I'm kind of counting down. I think maybe at this point I've got perhaps 5 more minutes left as I'm coming through the volcano. But I want to continue to, you know, put in the best effort that I possibly can do. As I said before, Zwift is a great, you know, Zwift races especially are great to train on as well. And, you know, I've had a pretty decent week's worth of training. And that's why I enjoy these longer races, because they're, you know, they do put a lot of stress on the legs, and hopefully that, you know, helps you build and helps you improve as well. So looking behind, sort of there is a little bit of an effort there. Get a message from Gosha saying that she's done a pretty good effort, and I come across the line thinking I'm in second place, and still pretty happy that I managed to stay away from the breakaway. But on looking at the Zwift Power results, I actually finished in first position, which I was over the moon with. I think Gosha got upgraded to a category C, I think. So yeah, really happy with that win. You know, it wasn't the way that I wanted to win, but you know, I did end up in the breakaway and winning. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you on the next one.